be talking about my media organogram known as Treasure TV. Here it's my media organogram, the blueprint of my media firm known as Treasure TV, and this is the department in my media firm, the people that I'm going to be working with to make my media firm a realization and an outstanding one. First on the list is the general manager. The general manager is the boss of the media firm. The general manager stands as the corrector, stands as the director, stands as the man in the gap. He assigns duties to everyone in the department. And he wouldn't be doing this all alone, so he needs people. Here it's the manager admin. The manager admin role is to oversee the administrative operations of the media firm. Is in charge of the day-to-day activities. He makes sure things are done well. He makes sure that the running of the activities are in alignment with the media curriculum. We have the assistant manager. He supervises the staff. He makes sure that the employees' evaluation is of standard, and he makes sure that there is discipline in this department. And also we have the principal administrative officer, who is responsible for the management of human resources, staff training and development, and public relations. He is the PR, he is the man that stands in between these other groups down there and the manager admin. And next in line we have the senior administrative officer, who provides administrative support and manages their queries. When these people go contrary to what is already written down in the curriculum, he queries them and knows why they did what they've done. He makes sure that things don't go wrong. Now we have the administrative assistant, who is responsible for providing various kinds of administrative assistance to the manager admin, to the assistant admin manager, to the principal admin manager, to the senior admin manager. And now over down we have the manager programs. This department is so important in the media field because without these people you won't have audience. So these people make sure that the programs that comes up are of standard, are innovative, are interesting, educative, and impactful. Now the program manager is responsible on behalf of the media. He makes sure that there are programs that are of interest to the audience. And we have the assistant program manager. He assists the manager. When the manager comes up with a program, he meets the assistants. They join together to know if this program is really of effect to the people, because they listen to it and know that if it has effect on them, then they know that it's going to have effect on the audience. And now we have the principal production officer, known as chief innovation officer. He's the brain box behind the program. When the manager programs and the assistant manager programs comes up with a program, he looks at it and makes some corrections where it's necessary. Now we have the senior production officer, who is responsible for making plans and schedules to meet various quotas, such as determining the amount of workers needed and what equipment to use. Over now we have the editor, who selects and prepares written and visual videos. Now, when the programs are done and it's being put in the scripts, and then the voice and everything, the editor comes up and removes some excesses, things are not meant to do. He stands as a gatekeeper. He removes things that are not meant to be done. If there was a place, there was stammer, the producer or the reporter was torturing, the editor stands and removes some things that makes the work perfect. It makes the work clean and a one to watch. Now over now we have the news manager. Now we have the manager news and the current affairs department. This place is very important in any media firm. The news department, it's where you go out, you get news, event, politics, know things are happening around you, you come back put it down in a script form, and present. Now we have the news manager. The news manager holds meeting within the department every day and assign people places to their beats where they are meant to go and get information. Now he can send you to the economic beats, can send others to the entertainment beats, he can send others to the health beat and many beats. And wherever you are sent, you're meant to come back with information. That is the role of the news manager. And we have the assistant news manager. This assistant stands in for the GM, the manager news, whenever she's not around. She's also known as the GM over manager news. The assistant stands in for him or her whenever he or she is not around and assigns people to their beats. Over now, we have the principal editor who ensures that the journal's editors and editorial board are identified in the journal masthead. And we have the senior editor reporter. He's also known as the copy editor who writes headlines, who makes the headlines catchy, who makes the headlines interesting, and who makes the headlines one to look up to every time. And we have okay, now we have the reporter. These people work in alignment with the news department. They are the ones that are being sent out to their various beats to get information, and when they come back, they air the information they've gotten to the audience scattered abroad. These people are the people you see on televisions giving the news out, and you're like, oh my god, these people have a nice voice. They are the reporters. In case you don't know, they are the reporters. Now we have the chief accountant. This is the accounting department. Okay, the chief accountant. In this department, he or she oversees the preparation of all financial documents relating to the media organization and implementing financial strategies created by the management or making investment decisions for the firm. And we have the assistant chief accountant who supports the finance department and make sure that the teams work in alignment in making this department yield fruits. This assistant prepares budgets, maintains reports, and completing basic bookkeeping and accounting duties for the media firm. We also have the principal accounting officer who is responsible for overseeing all accounting functions such as ledger accounts, financial statements, and cost control systems. Its focus includes regulatory compliance and practices and collaborating with the media firm. Okay, we have the accountant who gives financial information to this department, letting them know where they can invest and get money and what they could do to get money. And we have the cashier, who is responsible for the handling of the cash register at various locations, such as the point of sale in my media firm. Now we have the internal auditor, who is responsible for providing independent and objective evaluation of the media company financial statement. We have the Chief Manager Engineering Service. This department is very important because they oversee any faulty problem. They make sure it is tackled. And we first on the list is the Chief Engineer, who is responsible for assigning engineers with specific tasks as well as handling any disputes that might arise between team members. And we have the assistant engineering manager who assists the chief engineer in the day-to-day work and oversee the preventive maintenance of all the equipment, able to represent engineering department on HOD meetings during the absence of the chief engineering. We also have the chief assistant, and we have the principal technical officer who provides a full range of professional construction services to the media department. monitors and evaluate exact tasks that have been assigned by the assistant chief technical officer and the principal technical officer, and it makes sure that the task being assigned to is being carried out appropriately. The maintenance officer is responsible for the well-being of the media's property, everything the media has, everything the media department, this exact department, engineering services department has. The maintenance officer makes sure it's being well kept, and whatever that it's being looked for is asked by him to get it. Now we have the marketing manager. The marketing manager who manages all the marketing activities of the media firm and also develop marketing strategies for the media to earn more money. We have the assistant marketing assistant who supports the work of the marketing manager and executes the project directed by the marketing manager. We also have the principal marketing officer who is in charge of the marketing department and is responsible for employees within their department. We also have the senior marketing officer who oversees the company's department and ensure the team is effectively promoting the company and they keep their teams motivated and encouraged and innovated. We have the marketing officer who oversees the company's marketing. And now we have the marketing officer who is in charge of this department's advertisement programs. If you want your programs to be on air, your adverts of any brand to be on air, you meet the marketing officer who advises you on how you go about it and tells you the cost of things, the cost of your program and your adverts to go on air. And before we wrap it up, we'll be going back to the organogram of this station, Treasure TV. Here it goes. The general manager is the set man of Treasure TV. He supervises the activities of the crew members. He also sets targets to be met and probe them when necessary. All these departments work together to take Treasure Television Station to an envious level. I still remain your host, Lydia Mbonu, and don't forget to subscribe.